Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Chantel Francis. And as usual, we're here to talk about Love Island, but it's Love Island UK episode 24 of season 7. Now, if it's your first time here on Reality Realness, well, welcome. Please do us a favor and subscribe right down over here or so. We are just trying to build a community of people that love reality TV and love trashy reality TV just as much as we do. So we want to talk about this episode. Not that much happened, but a little bit did happen that we get to talk about. Hi, Netha. Thank you for joining. What do you think about this episode? So just kind of starts right off there. They tell us in the teaser that 3 new Islanders are going to be joining. And so we were already kind of complaining that why do we need 2 more women to come into the villa? Like the guys are what the problem is here. But there is a man that's coming in and he looks as though he's biracial to a certain extent. And so we can have some hope here that Kaz is going to be able to find a connection of some sort. So we're kind of feeling hopeful at this point. Oh my God, the Love Island gods have come in hand. Yes, for Kaz, finally. I'm so thrilled that there's an opportunity for her here. This episode definitely was better. I think it's because Tyler, who is this new man that's entering the villa. Hello, Anna. He's a man. He looks like he's been on dates before. Like he's bringing in an energy of maturity that I'm all here for. I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. And I'm loving the banter that he has with Kaz. So we'll get a little bit more to it. But at the beginning of this episode, we see... Hold on, what happened? Was this what? I can't remember what happened. I'm so... I've had Big Brother on my brain. I did the live feed updates today with Taryn. And so like all yesterday, I'm just like watching live feeds. So I'm like, I can't even think about what happened in that episode. Ooh, yes, he is hot. He's quite cute. So what did I write here? Let's just read what I wrote here and then maybe it'll jog my memory. Millie. Oh, okay, so they have to decide between Millie Liberty, Kaz and Faye have to decide which guy they want to send home, and that's between Toby, Danny, and Teddy. And then Aaron, Hugo, and Jake and Liam have to decide which girl is going to go home, and they are deciding between Chloe, AJ, and who's the other girl? Oh, Lucinda. So we've seen this happen before where like the Islanders are choosing who stays and who goes. And I just didn't see that there was any shot for Danny or AJ to make it through. So it's kind of like a fail on the producer's part that the bombshells didn't do their job and like shake up the villa in order for them to, stay in the villa. It's just like, what's the point of bringing in the bombshells if they're just going to be going home in 3 days? They needed to bring people that the girls would be interested in. They're the ones, like the guys... They're not that hot commodities, so nobody really cares about them enough to want to break up the relationship that they have. Sorry, these guys are just a little bit bland sauce. Only one step. Hi, TJ. I think several steps up the ladder here. I do not enjoy Toby at all. I want a couple dumping by the audience because Toby... last episode really annoyed me with how I really feel as though he is just trying to make nice with Kaz because he knows that Kaz may either be popular or the fact that because of their actions, they are not being well received. So I'm not a fan of Toby at all. Okay, by the end of the episode, I forgot that AJ and Danny had been kicked out earlier. Don't kill me. Well, I obviously forgot about what happened. Like, I'm like, have to read my notes deeply to be like, what happened here? But they didn't really make that much of an impact. Obviously, Danny had that little thing with Aaron, and he played Snog, Marry, Pie, and that was a little bit of drama. But other than that, he has more drama with his Twitter feed than he does on the island. So I wanted to send Toby home, but I guess it worked the way it was supposed to, seeing that Chloe seems keen on Tyler. Wait, I haven't seen that. Is that new info, or just like the fact that he's a new handsome man in the villa? The way she's still beefing. I'm just not feeling Toby at all. Ugh. Chloe's gonna get dumped, you think? Why? You think that Toby is going to... Wait, are you talking about who's beefing Toby? Kaz or Chloe? I just know that Chloe's going to try and flirt with Tyler now that she and Toby are having trouble. Did I miss something? Maybe I fell asleep. I don't remember them having trouble. I know that, like, okay, let's just get through the episode and then maybe I'll start remembering things. Okay, so they definitely, the producers are jerks and they make Hugo be the one that gives out the news of the dumping. So as soon as I saw Hugo standing up, I'm like, okay, AJ's gone for sure, because they want the maximum drama. They were still in a couple together, and for him to be giving the news of the dumping, being AJ, is pretty savage. And then also, the fact that Danny was out, there was no chance that Toby, he's an original Islander. He wasn't going to be going anywhere. And Faye is starting to, have a good relationship with Teddy. So I didn't see if there's any chance that he was going there. So after, obviously, everybody's hugging and, AJ was like, it's all right. Don't be upset. Like, I'm good. They all kind of leave, help them pack and say goodbye. And they had their exit interview, and Danny mentioned something like, oh, we had some good chemistry. So maybe like the chemistry will extend outside of the villa. Who knows about that? But he might just be saying that because he's standing there with her doing an exit interview. But I'm happy to see them go. I wasn't comfortable by her kind of grafting with Hugo, who wasn't seemed to be in it. And even with what she was saying to Liam, I wasn't really feeling. So unfortunately, it wasn't the right time for AJ, and Danny, I just wasn't feeling at all. Not at all. Okay, so I don't like Toby, but I want him to stay. He's providing me drama. That's true. He's just he's just not the smartest. Watch the first look. Oh, okay. I haven't seen the first look yet. I will watch that after I get off of here. Aaron needs to read the room. Lucinda kissed him hard because she was threatened by the new girls and said laying with him was 7 out of 10. Ooh. I think Cinco said that Tyler was hot Chloe. See, my brain. Chloe said that Tyler was hot when he came in. I mean, he is hot. He's tall. He's 6'6". I love the fact that Liam, who seems to gain his good lookingness from his height, the fact that he is a little bit intimidated by the fact that Mr. Tyler is a little bit taller. They even went back to back to prove this point. I thought that was hilarious. So Chloe, though, is a little bit upset. I think she was talking to Millie at first, and she's just like, okay, first we are least compatible couple, and now we're least favorite couple. We're getting like the lowest votes in both of those areas. So she's upset about that, rightly so. Like, who wants to always be voted on the bottom? But it was the how you did it to Kaz. Like, a little bit of respect and kindness goes a long way on these voting shows, and people weren't really down with your actions. And it could be more so Toby's end of the deal. But the fact that she kind of was like, I like him now. And then they kissed and then they lied to her about it. Like, it wasn't ideal if you want to get on the side of the audience. You definitely don't want to mess with the underdog, because they'll mess with the votes. The audience, that is. Oh boy, Tyler is Chloe's type. Is Chloe's type like a mixed guy? Like, what's Chloe's type? Chloe's everybody's type. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Like, come on. I know, Netha. I'm just like, I slept very little today because the feeds for Big Brother, they're popping. And then right before this, I have a writing class. And so I had to read a bunch of scripts and give some notes. And then that's why I'm late for here. And then obviously I have to watch this show. and the other show. So I'm just like behind in life, but I should be able to catch up. And I'm also training to be a hypnotherapist right now. So I'm midway through my certification, and so also doing sessions. So I've just been busy that my brain is just a little bit all over the place with the different avenues that I'm focusing on. So Chloe's type, anyone else's man, don't even. Jessica, thanks for joining us. I can see that. She could be that type for sure. Or the Black woman's man, I wonder, has that kind of like, I'm better than, the Black woman in the villa. I can get her man. If he likes her, he's gonna like me for sure type thing. Hey man, I didn't mean to say it out loud, but that is something that happens all the time. I do even think that it's happening a little bit on the USA version, that like they don't seem to want the Black woman, that looks like Cash, darker skin, has the shaved head, that kind of vibe. I think many of the women in the villa feel as though that they are prettier than her, or they're better than her. And so they just like feel like they can just go and steal her man, or just like go after them. And I don't know. I just think that Chloe could very well be like, oh, if they like somebody else, I can make sure that they like me. It's just the competitiveness. Curious. Unavailable or mixed men. Oh God. I wonder if she's ever been like a mistress before. Like not like an escort mistress, but like ever been a married person's side piece. I wonder if that's like her thing. Makes sense why she does. Oh my God. Okay. Did she say that at the beginning and I've forgotten? Because like so that's her thing. She probably doesn't feel confident in herself that she's able to keep a man. So she doesn't want to necessarily be completely open and emotionally available. And so if you get somebody that's emotionally unavailable, but get them to like you, it's like you get the best of both worlds, and you don't have to be emotionally available. Kaz has definitely had an upgrade from Toby when Tyler walked in. Yes, even just like the thought of like dating him is an upgrade from like cuddling with Toby for the first 2 weeks. First look reveals that there will be another dumping tonight. Yes, and the boys will be picking again. Chloe might be in trouble because Toby might pick the new girl, Abigail. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, I just don't want Toby's storyline, but yes, he is bringing the drama. Hold on a second, though. I just wanted to message to Mika just to say that I'm a little bit late. Just a little bit late today. Be about 10 minutes late. Okay. So sitting I don't know who she was sitting with, but I know that Jake was there. I think it was Millie, Liberty, Jake, and maybe Liam. Yeah, I think that was the double couples. Liberty says, "I love you, but you give me the ick." And Jake is just running with like, "Did you say the yellow word? Did you say I love you? Did you say I love you?" And I think they're just trying to like, tease her, obviously, but I still don't think he's into her, but I think that he's realized that there's no chance for him and anybody else, so he's just like gonna go with it. But it was a cute moment. She was a little bit embarrassed for sure. The dumping is gonna be another cliffhanger. Oh, that's so boring. I think the cliffhanger is boring when it's there every single day. Like, let me just see a full complete episode. I'm going to tune in tomorrow, guys. Like, I'm going to. Promise. Yes, Netha. Tired. So I thought that the announcer, Ian Sterling, was pretty funny this episode when he was just talking about, like, you don't want to crack on with Hugo because Hugo. Because that happened with Sharon. That happened now with AJ. It's like anybody that cracks on with him seems to not have any sustainability in the villa, other than if he's in a friendship couple, because it seems like, oh no, Sharon was in a friendship couple with him and she's gone. Did Faye ever do that? I don't know if Faye did. Yeah, I'm just saying. Stay away from Hugo. I think Hugo needs to go. Hugo. That's what I think. Liam is definitely liking Millie. He's kind of blushing, talking to the cameras, and like just feeling her. I mean, she's gorgeous, and they have that sexual chemistry. So hopefully now maybe they're having a little more conversations instead of just like talking about sex. But he's liking her a little bit. I'm sure that they're going to be torn apart in Casa Amor, so I'm ready for that. There's a reason we are still here, and this is Hugo and Kaz talking a little bit. Or Hugo saying this to Kaz and Teddy, that like, you know, there's going to be a chance for that, for him and Kaz. Like they're going to find somebody. Like they didn't go home. They haven't gone home because maybe there's a shot for them. And then we get a text. They just lob this up perfectly for the fact that there's going to be 3 new Islanders joining the villa. So it's going to be Georgia, Tyler, and Abigail. # triple threat. So Kaz, you know, she's like, I've never been so happy to hear a man's voice in my life. And I'm just happy for Kaz just to have a love interest. Everybody except Chloe, eye roll, is kind of partnered up enough that she can have dibs on that man. Like, and if he's been watching the show a little bit, I don't think he will have any audience knowing what the audience is doing or Twitter or anything like that. But if he's watching the show, he's going to see that she's been done dirty. And I would hope that he would at least want to give it a try with her as opposed to coming in and breaking up one of these couples. Because as we already talked about, Casa Amor is coming. And if Casa Amor is coming, that means we want to have as many couples as possible. If they're in friendship couples, the drama's not that great. Like it doesn't really matter that much. So hopefully Mr. Tyler is into Ms. Kaz. How tall are you? 6'6". And people are just like, oh. And Liam's like, are you really? You're pretty tall, like Candy. It's just so funny seeing guys like sizing up to each other. I thought it was pretty hilarious. Really, really hilarious. Oh, whoops, hold on. What's this? What did I miss? Okay, when the USA Love Island does it, I don't get mad, but the UK milk a specific content for 2 episodes. That's true. Like there's no story. Like they need more story. I want to see the more story pushed or more things happening in the villa. Like if the whole episode to lead up to a cliffhanger that's not really that climactic, it is a little bit of like a buzzkill. So I definitely agree with that. Netha says, Abigail understands the assignment of being a bombshell. She hasn't done anything yet and is already creating chaos. Now, Abigail is the tattoo artist, right? And Georgia is the blonde girl. Do I have that correct? They just don't have enough good content, I think. Yeah, probably. They just need to, like, hopefully these people, all 3 of them have bigger personalities than we've seen in the bombshells beforehand. I'm surprised that AJ made it through because she doesn't really have, in my opinion, that much of a spunkiness to her personality. But both Abigail and Georgia do seem like they have like a little more banter and a little more kind of wit and humor. Can we have Toby go already? He is the worst. Yeah, I agree, Natalie. I agree. On one hand, I like Hugo isn't trying to fake it with anyone. On the other hand, he is becoming annoying. Well, okay, he's not trying to fake it with anybody, but I just don't even think that he like really likes to get into a relationship. Like he just seems he doesn't know how to do it. I don't think he knows what he wants. He doesn't have the chat. Like it's just, I don't know. It's all really very awkward and uncomfortable to watch, to be honest. They're saying Hugo is not 100% interested in women. That's what it seems like. Or maybe he's unsure of like who he's interested in or his sexuality, which I don't care, but he is on a show to find seemingly heterosexual love relationships. And people are coming in with the hope to pursue him. And he's seemed very closed off to all the options and all the people that are expressing interest. So you never know. Hi, Ms. Love. So Hugo is annoying. I agree. I'm sorry. He's sweet, but he's annoying. Now that he had a girl express interest in him directly, hopefully he'll either crack on with her or go home. I think he's going to crack on for a second, and then he's going to get the ick or whatever, and then just be like, oh, like I wasn't feeling it, and then dump her. And then it's going to be the girl's pick, and the girl's not going to choose him, and he's going to go home. In a dream world. In a dream world. I've heard Tyler only follows white girls like Teddy. Oh, no. No. Abigail is getting under Chloe's skin. Ooh, and Toby is flustered when he talks to her. Yes. Yes, that's very exciting. I mean, I want to see some drama in that sort of way, because like Chloe must be threatened by Abigail. And so I like that. I like seeing her sweat a little bit, because she did go in and steal Kaz's man, even though obviously he was stealable, but you're going to lose him how you got him, right? So if you got him in a way that wasn't completely honest, genuine, and lovely, like you're probably going to lose him the exact same way. So that's usually the rule. Abigail has expressed interest in Aaron, Toby, and Teddy, but has only pursued Toby so far. I hope she goes for Aaron, and I hope that they click, because Lucinda, she's boring. She's a very beautiful wet rag. She's not bringing enough. I don't feel like whatever is blossoming or not blossoming with her relationship with Aaron is like compelling. I don't care if they break up, so they can break up. I'd like to see him find someone else. Hugo will find a reason. Of course he will not to like Georgia. Absolutely. She's blonde. Oh, she's tall. Oh, she's expressed interest in me. Oh, like, I don't like the way she cuddles. Like, oh, I'd rather go play ball with the boys. It isn't going to work. It isn't going to work. So Georgia is a retail manager. Abby is a tattoo artist. And Tyler, I didn't hear what Tyler said that he was, what his profession was. But I like his energy that he's bringing to the villa, 100%. What are our Casa Amora predictions? I think that Chloe is going to know that Toby is most likely going to stray. So I think Chloe will find partnership in somebody else. I think that Faye and Teddy will be fine. I think that if there's someone specifically into Aaron, he will. If someone is interested in Lucinda, she will couple up, because I don't think she's into Aaron at all. And I'm not sure what Aaron would do. I need to see him a little bit more with Lucinda, just to see if he's really buying it or if he's faking it. Millie and Liam. I think he'll stick with Millie, because, I don't know if he will get to the same level of sexual chemistry with somebody in the week or two that he's in Casa Amor. So I think he'll stay with Millie, but there might be somebody that goes for him. And I don't know about Kaz for sure yet, because I'm not sure. I don't know what her vibe is actually going to be with Tyler. I think it's because Toby is the easiest get, because she expressed that his eyes can wander very easy. Oh, lawyer. Okay. I like lawyer. That was cute. Not sure if Aaron will be interested, though, as he seems besotted with Lucinda. It's just because she's so pretty. She's so boring, though. Tyler's a real estate agent, but he studied law. I like that. I like that a lot. He's a smart guy. So Kaz and Liberty, they're just like, you struck gold, which I love. I love their relationship. They're very cute. Liberty's very supportive of Kaz and really wants the best for her. And I definitely think that they are the strongest couple in the villa. Faye says she loves Georgia in her confessionals. I can't really tell yet why she loves her so much, but I'm happy that Georgia's getting along with some of the women. And Jake seems to like Abigail's feet, so be careful, Liberty. The feet guy is seeing some new feet to stare at. they're talking to Abigail, and apparently her type is Chris Brown and Zac Efron, and she likes funny people. So I don't see any, but maybe Chris Brown. People are like, oh, Toby. Like, I don't really think Toby looks like Chris Brown. Chris Brown is hot. Like, I don't find Toby hot at all. It could be his attitude, but like Chris Brown does have a sex appeal to him that Toby just does not have. Tyler and Liberty have a chat. I don't remember what was said, so if you can remind me, let me know. And so then Kaz and Tyler are talking, which I do remember Tyler and Liberty. So he's kind of like, well, I want to say some things, but like, I know you're her best mate and I might get back to somebody, so I'm not going to say anything. And then he ends up having a chat with Kaz, and she's a Scorpio and he's a Taurus. They learn, and this is a very good match. Scorpio is a water sign, Taurus is an earth sign, and those two go together very well suited. So they might be able to work out just astrologically. I believe that Chloe is either a Gemini or a Sagittarius, which is not necessarily good for Tyler, which is a Taurus. So hopefully the fact that their elemental compatibility is good, that they will stick together or be able to, work on something, making something a little bit stronger. I love when he said, so you're my missus now? I was like, you're cute. You're definitely cute. So Lucinda and Aaron have a little chat, and Aaron invites her to stay the night on the daybed. So I don't know if that's just so they can kiss a little more freely, or if to give room to some of the new islanders so they can each have their own bed. I'm not sure, but she agrees, and so they're going to have a little bit of a cuddle that night. So then we see everybody getting ready for bed. Now, did I not watch the end of this episode? I can't remember because I fell asleep. I might not have. It's okay. Not much happened, I'm sure. If I didn't watch it, I feel like I did. But maybe I didn't, and I was supposed to watch it today. Whatever. I'm going to go to hop over right now to Love Island USA. I will figure out what I've missed from this particular episode, and then I'll tack it on tomorrow because I'll be able to go live on time at 2 p.m. because I do not have a class before. And so, yes, your comments are great. Everyone thinks Lucinda is hot, but will not stay with her. Okay, I can see that happening for sure. It really depends on what goes on these next couple of days. If Castlemore is this weekend, I can see his head turning because he's probably going to assume that her head's going to turn. Tyler said he would like his own law firm one day. I love that. And if like Kaz is like a nice little eyepiece candy that he has in like her ads, because she does a lot of modeling and social media influencing. So maybe he can influence his firm, which would be kind of cool. Especially when he realizes he can't keep up with her lifestyle out of the villa, Aaron and Lucinda. Yes. I don't think that they're a good match at all. He wants somebody completely different. I don't think that Lucinda is ready to settle down and have some babies and be the mom of the house. Like, I just don't see that for her right now. And it seems like that's what he wants right now. The ultimate wingwoman, yes, Liberty is. I love when she, like a few episodes ago, was asking questions to Teddy, just doing what the women wouldn't do, but she doesn't care. She's gonna support her girl. She's gonna get the questions that needed to be asked out there. If Jake sticks with Liberty and Kaz and Tyler get on, who do you think will win the show? I don't think that Jake and Liberty will. I think that they do have audience support, of course, but I don't know if they're that likable. I think that people want Kaz to do well so badly that Kaz may win if she's happy. If she really is happy and her and Tyler really look like they're building something strong, I can see them taking the win away just because Kaz is very likable. Jake isn't so likable, and Liberty is lovable, but I don't know if people care for her relationship that much. I think it'll be neck and neck like season 6. Potentially, I can see that too. I mean, I don't see it being like a running away with it, but I feel like Kaz would win in this situation from what has happened. I think it ended with Toby and Chloe arguing. Okay, that's why I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay, so Toby and Chloe argue. I haven't seen it yet. I will start with that tomorrow, where I left off. Yes, I fell asleep. Now I'm remembering, and I was like, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow, and I didn't remember. So I will start with that next week or tomorrow. And if you want to hop on right now, I'm going across the street to do Love Island USA with Tamika. So thanks everybody for joining here for this little quick update. Please subscribe, and you know the drill. Hold on, let's see what's going on here quickly. Because he had not spoken to Chloe all day. Okay, I mean, obviously that's like his usual thing. He's not really that communicative. And there's an online poll where people vote for their favorite Islanders each episode. Liberty's always first. Okay, great. Kaz's always second. Okay, great. What about Jake? Where is he in the men? Bye, mjordan. Just, yeah, put the comment as to what the polls are saying for the men. Where do you find those information? I don't know if the other app that I have carries that information. So, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of look-see and see if I can find all that tea. And join me across the street, please. Thanks, Netha. Bye-bye, and we will talk soon. See you guys. Bye.